Council meetings are long and boring. Wouldn't it be great if they were short and unboring? This is why I have invented the 5. Make it 10, the Minute Meeting. Alrighty, Ashland City Council meeting of February 6th. These two knuckleheads not around today. Don't know why, but they weren't. And this one starts off, says, okay, if you want to speak, use the forms. Whoa! Close the meeting for 5 minutes. So somebody was screaming, so I had to quiet him down. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. So I watched it on the TV. And it came back and she said, rules are no signs or loudly agreeing with anyone. Unless, of course, they're a city employee, in which case they're heroes and they deserve bowing and applause at all times. Then we get down to city manager's report. Interim city manager Sabrina Cotta. She says, a community development team gets its 27th annual Tree City accommodation. So that's something that I'm sure almost zero work went into, but end of report. That's it. That's all the information you're getting from her today. And then public forum. The bald 5G guy says, our 5G gathering is cool. And that Councilman Dahl is the one who's not there. He's a narc. And the other original 5G lady goes, that Councilman Dahl is a narc. I think he likes telecom. I don't understand exactly what it is. And this one goes, hey, no clapping. No clapping. Was there going to be some clapping? No clapping for that. And then the consent agenda, that was all approved. And then, this is the big one of the night. The mayor says, look, I wrote a letter telling our elected federal leaders that Ashland wants the Gaza violence to stop, and I think it's a good letter. And public forum, it was a mixed bag. You're not so sure about that letter. I'll try and speed this up. It's a lot. Okay. First rabbi, there is no genocide against Palestinians. Hamas has vowed to destroy Israel. This letter skips all of that. Green jacket lady, Israel is acting in self-defense. Straight red-haired lady, I'm Jewish and your letter's offensive. Did you write a letter for all the fighting in the rest of the world? Glasses lady, I'm against this letter. Unwittingly, it supports Hamas. Rabbi lady, this letter doesn't hold Hamas accountable. Focus on local issues. Bracelet lady says, I feel gut punched by this letter. It's divisive. Keep it local. Let's see, a woman with a shock of white hair. I support a different letter. And a rabbi says, I found out about this letter. It's divisive. Keep it local. Earring guy says, keep it local. Another rabbi, Hamas must surrender. Step back from somebody else's business. And frizzy-haired lady said, I'm opposed to this letter. It will promote more hatred. Fancy hat man said, I vehemently oppose this letter. And pens in his pocket guy says, I love this letter. I'm a Jewish educator. Everyone else here is speaking nonsense. Scraggly hair lady said, we do need the letter and a ceasefire. Wool cap dude said, Gazans are suffering. The U.S. is controlled by Zionists. Furry white jacket lady says, we need to open up dialogue. Orange jacket guy said, the Israeli regime is using your tax dollars. This letter is great. Two braids guy says, our own government is complicit in genocide. Tiny gray-haired lady said, if you send a letter, do it as a private citizen, not as mayor or council. Lady in a scarf said, 30,000 people are dead because of American bombs. Headscarf lady said, we read land acknowledgement at the top of each meeting while the people of Gaza are being pushed from their land as we speak. Grants Pass lady said, I like this letter. It's a war on children. Scarf lady said, I love this letter and I'm against anti-Semitism. Green vest guy says, not in my name sending this letter. We are town people. This is not our purview. And lady in scarf said, I applaud the letter. And so this one says, well, my letter is important. I'm changing a few words in it. And no one should make my letter anti-Israel or pro-Hamas. I'm sending the letter from the mayor of Ashland. And as the crowd starts to leave, this one goes, leave now, everybody. No singing. No singing. And then this guy goes hey, I'm not racist. And I support Jews, and I support this letter. And this one said, all lives matter. I stand on the side of love. And this guy says, I appreciate this letter. And this one says, thank you for sending the letter. Oh, very politicians. They're great, aren't they? And then Sabrina Cotta, city recorder, or interim city manager says, city recorder ballot language will make the city recorder position not elected, but just an employee that I hire. And here is that language. And everyone must have read it and said, oh, I love this, all approved. And then the Freshwater Trust contract. This one goes, hey, I have a conflict, so I can't even sit here and listen to this. I got to go. I do Freshwater Trust stuff. So she left the room for just this. And then Scott Flurry, public works guy, says, we have the FWT and RAB numbers from DEQ and the outflow from 2040 future planning, flow projections, backward correlation, thermal analysis. Oh, it's lots of BS. But this is a contract apparently with the Freshwater Trust to write a report explaining that Ashland can release cold water from a Reeder Reservoir in October and November to keep Bear Creek the right temperature so we don't get fined or something. And then this guy goes, just FYI, if we joined the county sewer system, that would be super expensive, right? Oh, totally, right? And then Scott Fleury goes, oh, totally, yeah. Building our own water treatment plant for $70 million will be cheaper, apparently. Totally, yeah, that sewer, joining the sewer system is a bad, terrible idea. And then this one goes, I don't support this. I think this is just performative water trust nonsense. And so everyone approved but her, so it passed. And then this one came back again. And this one came back. It says, this one and Sabrina Cotta both want the city to ask the state for money for emergency radios, I think. That was all approved. And then this one had to leave for some reason. It was planned ahead of time. It wasn't a thing. And then this one goes, she says, hey, there's going to be a council retreat this year, and there's fire additional flexibility to the work plan, biennial tweaks, moving into the next fiscal deeper dive. No. So this is some kind of council training and discussion, and the public apparently can go watch. Oh, be still my heart. So that's TBD, though. Yay. And then Brandon Goldman, planning department guy. He's the king of the planning department. He says the two new Habitat for Humanity houses are asking for development and engineering fees to be waived. And this one goes, I'm cool with that. I move we do that. That's $10 grand. $10 grand we're passing up on for two houses. So that passed. And then Scott Fleury, public works director, he says, we're going to construct a pipe above the top of Liberty Street, and this is going to connect Ivy and Morton, I think, and this is going to increase water pressure for firefighting up in the watershed where there's more trees and stuff. So he said that's kind of and helps out with some pump station. This one goes, hey, we're changing water rates coming up pretty soon. We're talking about that. Are people living high uphill going to maybe get a pumping water uphill fee? I'm like, ooh, and he said, actually, we're talking about that. Maybe so. Interesting. He goes, okay, I moved to give this $1.1 million contract to build the pipe to Central Pipeline, all approved. And then facilities management plan. Scott Fleury, there he is back again. He says, we're here to get approval for a contract with ORW to create a city facilities plan. Because ORW did the plan just like this in 2008, and it sat on a shelf, and people just did whatever they wanted. Anyway, but this time we're going to make a good report, and we're going to use it, and it's going to be finished by the end of the year. And in 2016, we had to report, yes, but that was just about City Hall and just about earthquakes and safety of employees running out of the building during an earthquake. And the study in 2016 said that would be unsafe because bricks would fall on your head. And then that's why no one can go in there. And then this one says, can we as counselors be sued if someone dies running out of City Hall? Because we know the bricks could fall on their heads and kill them. And Doug McGeary, the city attorney, who's now the boss of the city attorney, said probably not, but maybe. Yeah, everyone can get sued for something. And she's like, oh my God, maybe sued. Ah! Okay, I still move to approve this $200,000 infrastructure plan. And then this one was like, and finishing Briscoe School is the most important. We got to figure out more Briscoe School stuff. And how can we get that done faster? And he goes, you tell us what you want to do with Briscoe School in 5 years, and then we can fix it better. Or because we don't know how to fix it if we don't know what you're going to be using it for in 5 years. I don't know if that's true. Anyway, all approved. And then other business. Now, of course, this one says bikes. And this one says there's a housing committee that's going to meet. And this one says So Ready has a super interesting conference coming up at some point. And then this one ended with, I was thinking we should figure out what to do with that new homeless shelter we bought after March 31st when we kick out everybody. Yeah, that was it. End of meeting. You're welcome.